again. No.
Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Narasimha, Jai Ramachandra. So today I would like to tell you all about a beautiful plant called PATHAR KUCHI. So we call it generally in our family PATHAR KUCHI. So this plant is also very beneficial in many diseases. So now before knowing anything about this plant, it is better if we know the names of this plant so that we can understand which plant this is. So now the common name actually in India, we speak English mostly. So in English it is called sprout leaf plant. In Sanskrit it is called Rakta Kusuma, Asthibhakshaka or Parnabija. So Parnabija actually means in Sanskrit that you can see the leaf of this plant. It has few dots in the side. I would like to show you it. Well, so you can observe this leaf well. It has dots in the side, black dots as you can see, and from these dots there will be some seeds appearing and they will fall down and get a new plant like this. There are two baby plants I would like to show you. One is here actually. So one is here and one is here. So that is what happens. So this plant also has the origin of new plants from its side of the leaves, and the second name Asthibhakshaka means stone breaker. So it's a stone breaker. It will break the stones and make you well. So this is what is the plant, and now I would like to tell you all about this plant and the introduction. I would like to introduce you to this plant. So let us start with it. Yeah. So this plant is also very good for health. So now I would like to just show you the stem and other parts of the plant too. So yeah. So now I'm going to tell you about the introduction of this plant. So the introduction of this plant is that it comes from a minor family and it is the perennial plant. It is a perennial plant, and this also is a plant which is grown in gardens all around India. So now I would like to tell you the appearance of this plant. This plant's leaves are thick, muscular, and really it is very thick compared to other plants. You can see, I would like to show you a sample of a tomato leaf. It is so thin, but this leaf I would like to show you. Pluck and show you this leaf. Yeah, this leaf, this is a leaf. It's so thick. I would like to show you. It's very thick, and this is why we call it a muscular leaf and very thick leaf. It has the sides a zigzag pattern in the sides, so you can see. And yeah, you can you see it? Yes. Yeah, now it is better. And so now I would like to break the leaf and show you inside. Inside it is jelly. So yeah, inside it is jelly. So this is what I would like to show you. This plant, it is juicy too inside. And so this sapling is actually, unfortunately, in vain, we don't have a plant which is grown up to 3 to 4 feet tall. Actually, the perennial plant of this, it is actually a perennial plant. So it will actually grow up to 3 to 4 feet tall. It will give flowers and all of that. But our plant is not yet so big to give flowers too. So this is what is the problem here. And it is just a small plant. And it has a few months to grow very tall and give red flowers. So it is also called Rakta Kusuma because it has red flowers. So then we go to the stem. The stem is very thick and as I said 3 to 4 feet tall, and the stem is can be red or green, And also one more thing of this is that you can see the pattern of this plant. It's so beautiful. I just love this pattern of this plant. And 6 to 7 leaves in an opposite pattern, and this is the pattern of this plant. And you can see about many leaves in this plant, so more leaves in this plant. It's just a green plant. So this is what I would like to tell you about the appearance of this plant. Now let us go to the chemical composition of this plant. It contains a chemical called fragrant oil called carvacrol, and its properties are dysuria. It cures stones, piles, diarrhea, diabetes too, and also so many other diseases and disorders, along with wounds, boils, sprains, insect bites, and also many other diseases, etc. So now I would like to tell you the medicinal usages of this plant. So I would like to tell you the preparation of each medicine which can cure your disease completely. So now let us start with, if you have eye pain, then I request you to take a leaf of this plant, mix it with little water, and then grind it and make it into a juice and put it on your eyes. Next is, we can just take for headache, you can take a leaf, put don't even put water, it will remove its own water. You just grind it, make it into a paste and apply it on your forehead. It will cure headache too. For hypertension, you can just take this plant's leaf, make the juice 5 to 10 drops of it, and then just give it to the patient. It will cure hypertension too. Now I would like to tell you the cure for asthma. For asthma, we can take 50 to 60 ml decoction. Decoction means we have to boil this in water till the water becomes half in quantity. And so the leaf of this should be boiled. It should be cut into small pieces and boiled. This should be given to the patient. It can be given to the bronchitis and bronchial asthma patients. It will cure asthma too. And then we go to another disease, abdominal pain. If you have abdominal pain, you can just take 40 to 50 ml of its leaves decoction every twice a day. And then for actually, I would like to tell you one thing before this. If you keep taking too much leaves juice, then it may be very it can be intoxicating. So that is what I would like to tell you. And it can also cure calculus. You can just take Pashana Bheda. Pashana Bheda also means there's Bryophyllum pinnatum. Actually, I forgot to tell you the botanical name of this plant. This plant's botanical name is Bryophyllum pinnatum. You can take the decoction of this plant and give it to the patient. Twice a day. I preferably tell it about before meals, 1 hour before meals. So this is what I would like to tell you. This is for dyspepsia. Even for calculus, the same thing, but not 1 hour before meals and all of that. You can just take 40 to 50 ml of this leaves decoction. And next, for urinary disorders, take the leaf, make 5 ml juice of it and give it to the patient. It is beneficial in curing epilepsy, thirst, flatulence, bronchial asthma and urinary disorders. So next we go to bleeding diarrhea. If you have diarrhea with bleeding too, then you can just take 3 to 6 ml leaves juice of this plant and cumin seeds. Mix some cumin seeds and double the amount of ghee. Mix it together and have it. It will just cure your, it will reduce the amount of blood in the stools. So next we go to boils and wounds and all of those things. So boils, scars and wounds. If you have those type of boils, scars and wounds, you can just take the leaf, slightly warm it and then crush it and tie it on the affected area. It can cure insects bites, scars, wounds, ulcers, and abscesses too. So this is what I would like to say about this plant, and make sure you can cure your diseases. Along with that, one more thing, for cholera you can just take 5 to 10 drops of this 5 to 10 drops of its leaves juice. It is beneficial in curing cholera. So this is what I would like to say in this video. And so now I would like to say about this plant. So this plant, we got it from we just planted it, and this plant is so I would like to tell my opinions on top of this plant. This plant is very beautiful and it has a very nice pattern, and I like it so much. It actually is very good for curing stones. It is also written in Bhava Prakasha. Bhava Mishra says Bhava Mishra has written in Bhava Prakasha this plant is so beneficial in curing stones and dysuria, abscesses, wounds, ulcers, diabetes too, spleen disorders, ulcers, wounds, and scars too. So let us see the shloka of this plant. Yeah, so now I would like to tell you the shloka of this plant. 1 second. Yeah. Yes. So now I'd like to tell you the shloka of this plant. It's written in Bhava Prakasha. So it starts with Ashma bhedo himastiktaha kashayo basti shodhanaha bhedano hanti doshashah gulmakrit haraha yoni rogan pramehascha pliha shula vranani cha. So the meaning of this shloka is that this plant is very good for curing this plant, Bryophyllum pinnatum. It is very good for curing stones, and it is cold in potency and bitter and astringent in taste. Along with that, it purifies the anal tract, and also this plant is also, it actually has the characteristic of breaking things, breaking stones, and this also destroys and cures the disease piles. It may be whichever kind of piles, and it also cures even large abscesses and wounds, etc. Along with along with also it can cure the diseases of reproductive system, and also diabetes, spleen disorders, and wounds and ulcers. So this is what I like to tell you, and this is the meaning of this plant. And overall, Bhava Mishra, the author of Bhava Prakasha, actually says that this plant overall is a plant which is a master cure for dysuria and stones. So actually urinary tract problems and kidney stones. So this is the plant. It is also very good for life-threatening diseases too. So this is what Bhava Mishra, the author, says. Bhava Mishra, the author of Bhava Prakasha, says. So thank you. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Narasimha, Jai Shri Ramachandra. So meet you next time. Thank you. Jai Shri Krishna.